What is a meeting of the minds in contracts? Have you ever wondered what it truly means when people say there is a meeting of the minds in contracts? This phrase is essential in understanding how agreements work. A meeting of the minds refers to the mutual agreement and understanding between all parties involved in forming a contract. It means that everyone agrees to the same terms and conditions. This mutual assent is vital for a contract to be valid and enforceable. In the past, contract law required a subjective meeting of the minds. This meant that all parties had to agree internally. However, modern contract law focuses on objective manifestations of assent. This means that what the parties express outwardly is more important than their internal intentions. A meeting of the minds is recognized when both parties' actions and words indicate agreement, even if one party did not personally intend to agree. From a practical standpoint, a meeting of the minds ensures clarity and fairness in contractual relationships. It protects property rights and economic freedom by confirming that parties voluntarily enter into agreements. When everyone clearly understands and accepts the terms, contracts serve as a reliable foundation for business transactions and personal agreements. If a meeting of the minds does not exist, meaning there is misunderstanding or disagreement about the contract's terms, the contract may be deemed unenforceable. This protects parties from being bound by agreements they did not truly consent to. In disputes, courts often examine whether a meeting of the minds occurred by looking at outward expressions of agreement. This can include written documents, spoken words, or conduct. From a conservative perspective, emphasizing limited government and individual freedom, the concept of a meeting of the minds aligns with the principle that contracts should be voluntary and based on clear mutual consent. It supports economic freedom by ensuring that individuals and businesses can freely negotiate and enter into agreements without undue interference. The government's role is limited to enforcing contracts where a genuine meeting of the minds is evident. This approach protects property rights and contractual obligations without government overreach. In essence, a meeting of the minds is the mutual understanding and agreement on contract terms by all parties involved. It is a cornerstone of contract law that safeguards voluntary agreements, supports property rights, and upholds economic freedom by ensuring contracts are based on clear mutual consent.